Coming to you. Coming to you shortly to ask you to renew for a second time the mandate that you gave me 6 years ago.
We said we want rules. We were just being rules. We want the hospitals. We were just being hospitals. We said we won't go to schools. We were not being school. We want them again. We're not beating ya. You got me for son of your opposition, you're not able to. You're not coming for. You're not able to. You're not coming for. The things you doing, you're not able to. You're not coming for. The road you facing, you're not able to. You're not coming for. The light you bringing, you're not able to. You're not coming for. Ladies and gentlemen, wherever you find yourself, you are most welcome to this live broadcast by means of social media and other platforms across. We are here to bring you update as things unfold, basically to give you a rundown of the plethora of endorsements President George Weah has received over the days. And because of those endorsements, we could not formally commence a campaign today. So we want to tell you what is unfolding and why the president continued to receive multiples of endorsement and what it means for our political landscape in terms of moving Liberia to another level. So if you, wherever you find yourself, whether you are in the diaspora, wherever you find yourself, yes, indeed, President Weah wants to speak to you, wants to talk to you, wants to tell you why he needs to be re-elected come November 14th. So whether you are in Kelgbeh, Bomi County, whether you are in Bopolo County, whether you are in Rabasport, Cape Man County, or you are from the southeast, it could be Greenville, Sando County, Bagleyville, Grand Crew, Harper, Maryland, Buchanan, Grand Bassa, River Cestus, River Cestus, Fishtown, River G County, Zulu Whiskey, or Zwedru as you call it in Grand Jida County, whether you are in Saniquity, Nima County, Banga, Bon County, wherever you find yourself, it could be in Kakata, Magibi County, it could be in Bensonville, Bento, wherever you call it, Mosserado County. You are welcome to this live broadcast. Yes, indeed, the president has been receiving a lot of endorsements. We will tell you who have so far endorsed the president, why, and what it means for our democracy, what it means for the betterment of Liberia, what it means for development of our country. So you are welcome. Yes, indeed, Joshua wants to talk to you, and he's going to tell you not only about what he has done, but he wants to tell you exactly what he's going to do in the next 6 years when he's re-elected come November 14th. So welcome once more. So let's start from yesterday. What were the groups, parties, individuals that endorsed the president? Let me take down this number 2 first, because 2 is the most legitimate number you can have come November 14th. 2 signifies that we are moving our country, or we intend to move our country to another level, from that phase to the higher phase. 2 means that we are up for total development. And that's it. So this is number 2. Let me put it back on so you see the number is 2. That's the more balanced ticket, the more balanced number to a male and a female. This is why people will tell you when they say, well, this man is gender sensitive, this man is what you call a female gladiator, someone who empowers women. And this is the president or persons we are talking about, Josh Weah. So yesterday there were 3 major endorsements. One coming from the collaborating political parties, the CPP, and one also coming from the coalitions of candidates from all 5 electoral districts in Grand Bassa County. So I don't know what is left in Grand Bassa County that somebody will go to campaign for. Those candidates included those that won elections, those that didn't win, those that registered and even didn't participate in elections because they couldn't meet other criteria, are the folks that endorse President George Weah via the CDC. Already, President Gafine has already endorsed the president re-election bill. So I don't know what else is there to go for, because all of the people that endorse the president, they have their constituents. All of the people are grassroots. Those people are people who have a stake in the country. People who didn't just endorse the president because they feel the president has done well, but those people are the ones that consulted with their constituents, and they were overwhelmingly giving a go-ahead to endorse the president. So that program took place in Grand Bassa County. The other one was in Magibi County, where we have 2 groups, major stakeholders, decision makers, influential people, people who intend to move Liberia forward, and thus the re-election bid of President Dr. Josh Weah. Firstly, they were ACOP, Magibi County branch. They endorsed the re-election bid of President Josh Weah. The next group were people who have been behind the Unity Party since, I don't want to say Charlie King time, but to bring you much closer, these are people who have been with the Unity Party. They call them, quote unquote, the GMB TAC team since 2020. All of their zonal heads, their district heads, all pledged their support for the re-election bill of Dr. Josh Weah. All of that unfolded yesterday in Magibi County. Previously, you have the AFP, All Liberian Party, of Business Banana Yuri. Then you have what you call the actual constituents, the actual members, people who ACOP is based on, people who have respected the tenets of democracy, people who have laid down their lives, who have gone all in the treasury, who have done everything within their powers to make sure ACOP is ACOP today, also endorse the president. Then of course, you want to go to Nima? We have someone who served as the vice-juror of the president during the early Justice Salif days, Weah. Please stop calling me. I'm doing something serious. I will call you back. Our people need to know who have endorsed the president and what does it mean for our thriving democracy. she endorsed the president re-elections. I'm just calling names yet. I will give you a reason why they endorsed the president. Because for now we have two persons in the race. We have Omen Joe Boyka, and you have Barrow Medicine. You have the country giant, someone who is developing every spectrum and aspect in every community of our country since 1847. That's the George Manning Weah. So it's very easy for people to make decisions. But they are not saying, oh, I'm going to support Dr. George Manning Weah. They're giving reasons why they're going to support him. Firstly, let's look at the two candidates. And people are talking about experience. Well, Joseph Boyka is in the 70s. I don't know what his actual age. But some records that we checked before say he's in the 80s. But he says in the 70s. Who am I to dispute that? But we take it for that because I know there are some people who have footballer age, some people have UN ages and other stuff. So what are political age we carry? But let's take it as a face value. He's in the 70s. They say he has worked for LMPC, he has worked for Agriculture Ministry, he has worked for this. But most of the areas if you need and how he left that dismissal. To resign is a difference to be dismissed for corruption or to be dismissed for not being productive. Those are different ball games as well. But none of the areas he went that he resigned, he was dismissed throughout. Some of them you are way out of the country and he was dismissed. But we're not going to go into that. But if you look at the two candidates, Omen Boyka and Dr. George Manning Weah, you will come to realize that this is somebody who has been the true all for Liberia. Throughout for Liberia. Whether he could afford, whether he couldn't afford at the time, he was there for Liberia. He flew the flight of Liberia during the dark days and better days of Liberia. We had war. When he could afford, he would charter flights to make Liberia the honor or international engagement. Besides, some of the ingrates, people who showed nothing but ingratitude to this president, to this country, are some of those that are beneficiary from a scholarship scheme at high school and University of Liberia levels. Not only University of Liberia, the AMBZU. Can you imagine somebody gave you scholarships? Not 1 year, not 2 years, but every year, more than 400 scholarships at the University of Liberia. I know the other people want to argue, well, how much was he paying? It's not about how much. He paid money. Besides the money he paid, they thought to have that thought alone. Let me help my brother that could not afford. They sued, they sing, they stood out at the University of Liberia. I was a member of the same. All benefited from his generosity. All of them. Some of them are already on other people's scholarship, had the money. The scholarship were given to the institution they represented, and they gave it to other people who were in need. I don't know, I've not read anywhere where Joseph Boyka those days had scholarship at the University of Liberia, or out of the university we have Cotiton, AMEZU, AMAU, and you name them. I can't remember having one. So it was an easy decision for these people to make. Very easy. Let me bring you to what ANC said. ANC is one of the political establishments we have in our countries. For the past time, they normally don't take side. But this time around, it was just easy decision. And it was not a decision by Alexander Cummings. It was not just a decision of the Vice Bureau, Charlie Bronski. But if you listen to the statement he read, the entirety of both the members and the executive committee members, somebody will say, how the members participate in the decision? The people have an open chat room where they solicited the views of the members. And from every 100 members that responded, it was CDC. Maybe out of the 198 or 2 or 1 person will go for Weah. Why? Simple. Their campaign team is using propaganda, and no propaganda that lies. Propaganda is something to sway people away from the actual truth, for personal aggrandizement, for personal interest, to mislead the people. So if you lie to me, to win my vote, when you don't need my vote, what are you going to do? You're going to lie throughout. And Liberia is not prepared to go through lies. I am from Sino. Some people are from Bon County. Some people are from Grand Bassa. Some people are from Grand Jeda. Predominantly the counties I just named. You have the Crew, you have the Bassa, you have the Sapo, you have the Pele, you have the Grebos. You are not telling them what you are going to do for them. You are not reaching out to them to tell them why you wanted to vote for you. But you tell them, say, they are Dr. George. We are people. Like, seriously? So the time you need me most, you're not coming to me. If you don't need me, the time will come when you don't need me. That the time you reach me, it means those regions that just need, they are doomed. Segregation, discrimination, right there. You are not used to taking state power. That what you are showing to the people, why would they vote for you? You're not telling me, oh, you do my role. You're not telling me you're the best candidate, but you're calling me names already. At the time you need me greatly, then some sycophants, some pathological liars will say, oh, they have a car, but they refusing to sell gas, and then they have a flight, they refusing to get permitted to fly. Where's the flight? You don't even have money to electrify your own horse that fly you a bar, or you engage into money laundering now. Is that what you're telling us? So the ANC said they were they were choosing Dr. George Weah and the CDC because that's the only party that believes in the rule of law as it stands. That's the only party whose agenda is like their agenda, the betterment for Liberia. All of the parties, that's what they are saying. So it's a simple thing, simple decision for Liberians to make. I was in Nikritan last night. I went to the G12 sports ground where they have the G12 at Liberia High School. That's the home ground for all of the sporting activities in the municipal borough of Nikritan, #1 stadium. It was more than ball-headed. In fact, they had rocks. But if you went there today, it's like the SKD Summer School, those schools complex playing pitch, fully artificial turf. And this is why the man wants to take the NEMA. Then people are saying no, because for their own interests. It's not the interest of NEMA. It's the selfish interest of Prince Johnson. The man who brought child soldiers, who took children, innocent children today, the parents do not know where the children's bones lie. Put them into the rebel activities, give them arms. Some of the children that were fortunate to be alive at the end of the Liberian civil crisis, it was Joshua who went there to disarm them and took them to the demoralization so that it would be de-traumatized. Prince Johnson didn't go there, so I'm not surprised of some of the decisions or things you utter. It's not about Nima County. If these things were about Nima County, you would not take the Ministry of Health that would belong to Nima County, the MDR, to give it to somebody from River Says, and they say, Georgia Brussels or Eastern. And this is what is happening now. And this is what is going to happen tomorrow. George Weah wins the election November 14. People that are endorsing, that are supporting him, that are campaigning for him, no matter which party they come from, you bring someone on board because you believe in government inclusion. So take for example, if you get ACOP or you get ALP a seat, and you take that seat and get to somebody from the southeastern region, will you say George Weah is the one who is just giving jobs to southeastern people, and that's how things work? People are saying, but how can ACOP one endorse George Weah and the other ACOP people endorse Weah? You have the frame and you have the nucleus. The nucleus were the one that endorsed that the George Weah re-election day. What do I mean by the core? How can you go to lobby with UP that you will support them, and what you want they should give it to you when they don't have what you want, or what they promise to give you is not legitimate, it's not doable? You asking for $3 million. Where do they have even 100,000 from? They say they will give you the land that they took from the Mandingos in Nima. Without going through the due process of law, without going through the court, without going through the legal process. That's a recipe for chaos or another civil crisis in our country. And Liberia is not prepared to go for those tactics. Those are just what we call mock talk or empty promises. It's not doable. The only person that have gone to your mosques, the only person that regularly visited your mosques, your community, identify with you in terms of needs, has been George Weah. He has not been a white guy. Probably because maybe after this broadcast, your folks decided to go sit down in one mosque. Are he gone there before this year? Has he gone there before the electionary period? Recently, no, all in cap. So the people there know who's for them, who's not for them. Do you need a rocket scientist to tell you that these people don't mean business? Look at the women group. Before I come to the women group that endorse the president, NEC was still tabulating, counting the votes cast. Then people are busy forming government. The government they couldn't even find it. Let me ask you people, those of you, the frame that endorsed Weah, let me ask you, how many ACOP people were in that place as compared to ACOP people, members of ACOP or your community that are part of George Weah current government? Compare the number. Do you have any there? You ask them about finance ministry. Can they look and get finance ministry? Or just accept it, flow with the wind because of natural hate for George Weah? Because people say, oh, George Weah is not a problem, that the people surround him. But the people around George Weah, they are not the one seeking re-election, that George Weah is seeking re-elections. See the contradictions. See the contradictions. Look at the people that are endorsing the president, the parties, and look at those that are going to UP Waga. It tells the election is far over. Nothing left again. Cabinet General endorsing United Party. Which party belongs to? United Party. So you endorsing your own party? Like seriously? He said, Judge, you ain't like the Mandingo, you ain't like the Muslim people. You were legally impeached according to our law. But Judge Weah did not replace you by anybody from the sky. You replaced you by somebody of your own. But you ain't like you people. How can you say that? How can you or will you say that? Look at the prominent people that you got. Who going there? The elections are over. People say that endorsing President Weah because they want him to continue the development carry out, which makes sense. You talk about road, you say, oh, that road will eat, but you need road to move. If all of the presidents in 1847 were doing 10 kilometers of road every year, George Weah not bother with road, you do other things. George Weah is not tribalistic. If he was, You started building road from Green Crew. Joshua is not tribalistic. He's not calling people by name by names because they didn't vote for him. Since 2005, he has always taken a single digit except for this year. But he's developing the place because he doesn't see it as a Nehemiah, he sees it as Liberia. And that's what we need to do. Don't see Paul from one country, don't see Paul from Liberia, don't see Paul as a Liberian. And this is why, because the name Joshua during the war era, during our wartime, everywhere you went, as I say Joshua, they know you straight. Those of you sitting on the fence, let me ask you simple questions. How can Joe Weah work in the government all those years, but nothing happened, nothing successful? He didn't resign, you're dismissed throughout. Have you come to ask yourself why? Was he divisive? Yes. How can he work with Ellen Johnson? The old lady took her own time to tolerate him for 12 years, but nothing she can look at the endorsement. He has never ever, since the 2017 elections, gone to Dow on her birthday to sit with her because he wants why he go sit with her. And the posture of the woman don't tell you that really, those are unit desperate when they say really, Johnson has not even come to power. He had blacklisted about 14 journalists because they had lunch with Jefferson Koji. Imagine if his government comes to power. He's not supporting Bwaka because he loves Bwaka or he loves the United Party or because he means well for the United Party. He's simply supporting them because of his personal greed. His famous quote during the elections, during the campaign period, the Ome is old. When we win, they're not me and Kun. He didn't call Kun first. It means, God forbid it won't happen, but if United Party were to win, Bwaka is president, Jamaican is VP. And I don't know for whatever plan they have, they want to sideline the woman. Taking up the picture, and you force Jamaican to make him VP, and Jamaican will know what happened next, you'll be gone. This is the renowned killer, a famous killer. Kill sitting president. Kill people, somebody that entertaining, you can't ask for them. Somebody who are giving our children drugs. He said we'll make them brave, get them guns, send you in the street. Some didn't come back, the parents didn't know where the children are today. That the president looking at a decent man like George Weah today and say he's a killer. Like seriously, are you for real? People should listen to you. The moment they name Prince Johnson on the security committee to be here at the Senate, not only the American government, the whole international community said no. And I was happy that the Senate rescinded the decision. So folks, thank you for the time so far. Number 2 is clear, is visible. That's the number for development. Number 2, that's the number for development. That's the number for progress. That's the number for a better Liberia. It's an easy choice, easy decision to make. Oman Bwaka is not a way forward. To go low far from here, all the way side of here, all to Zozo, who is doing the road? They talk about experience 52 years in government, I'm not experienced. The experience you want in government, experience the seat people are seeking for, that's the presidency. Who has experience? George Weah, because George Weah serves almost 6 years. Bwaka served as president before. In the vice president here, he could not use to control the Senate. The Senate you are president for. But, like I said, it's an easy decision. Liberians come November 14. Vote number 2, vote Dr. George Weah, vote Dr. Joel Taylor. The balance ticket, Jellon balance ticket. And that the ticket we need to move our country forward. No matter where you find yourself, Liberia is not prepared for the dark days. Liberia is not prepared for the Prince Johnson era. This is not about Weah. It's about the surrogates around you. It's about the people who want to perpetuate themselves into power. It's about the people who did not do nothing all the years they were there. But I just safari. You had a 12-year government. You vice president could not advocate for health workers with one salary. Even if the president at the time, Madam Johnson, said if had other engagement, had other things, what was your role as VP? It's not to tell her we need to do XYZ. President Weah put those people on salary. They come and say the first thing you do when you get the power to move people from put down civil servant. If people vote you want, you put them down. Because you want for one person to be making 10,000, 12,000 at the detriment of the masses. And I expect all the teachers to be jubilating because mostly voluntary teachers. As of January 2024, there will be no more teachers that will be volunteering, no more health workers that will be volunteering. Everybody will be placed on salary, on payroll, not supplementary. Is that why you want to turn your back for somebody to say the president that killed or the president that killed in the country? Go. Who killed though? That Georgia need to see. Go. Who they call you reborn again? They're not made up like that Georgia need. Then somebody say that from behind the blue want to mislead our people. Go to the ballot box. And when you go, let me tell you, be careful. Make sure the ballot paper you carry in the cast, make sure it's not pre-marked. Because what they did for the president, they say that what some of the reasons why we got a lot of invalid votes. Make sure the ballot is clean. If you have to use your thumb to vote, make sure the ink is blow it dry so you can stick on another page and they say that invalid vote. Because your vote matters, vote is your voice. Your closing people station are putting you in prison. Now somebody can say, go in the street and say anything about Judge Weah. It doesn't bother you. And with everything I was saying about Judge Weah, you're happy with the conduct of the media during the first round. The way he hailed them, he asked people to clap for them who celebrated UN Day in Liberia on the 31st. It was on the 24th, but celebrated in Liberia on the 21st, on the 31st. He didn't say, oh, some people can run negative over me. But on the overall, the media did not follow the lies, did not follow the propaganda. And had they done so, probably would be another Rwanda, where people would be going after each other. And this is the man who brought first freedom. What more do you want? You say you fight corruption, but your campaign money, you know where you come from, now you know where you coming from. Even those that bring the money, they say they got it fraudulently. You took the money, but you say you fight corruption. But the person who is empowering the integrity institution, giving them more power to fight corruption, did not do anything. What a joke. What a joke. So folks in following us by whatever means, thank you for the time you have followed us. Today is Saturday, we're not going to take questions from journalists, but on Wednesday we'll have an open engagement where the press will be around to answer questions. We just thought to let you know those that have endorsed the president, why they have done so, and to tell you that the president is a rightful person. Because of the endorsement ceremony that have been taken place and there, campaign is not formally going to start today by the president. It is on, but he himself, we're not going to go in the field today to start that. But that will be done on Monday because those that are endorsing the president have a role to play when the president goes into the field to talk to the people, to engage them, to tell them exactly what he intends to do for them. And those who have endorsed them will be able to tell their partisans. Most of the partisans are aware because it's a decision of the party. That one thing I gave the ANC credit. When the ANC said this, every one of them, because they do not take the unilateral decision. The decision was made to endorse the president was done by the entire membership. They had a chat room, they asked the ordinary member, they want to call floor member, they asked them, what do you think? And they only need to hear Judge Weah, CDC, Judge Weah, CDC. Maybe after every 1,000 persons, one person say, well, probably at a settlement. You see what happened? Nobody endorsing Waka now, so Cabinet General have to come to endorse their own party. as if we didn't know that he's from United Party. But thank you so much for watching us, for listening to us. If you're in the diaspora, you're not coming down to vote, tell those who have on the ground the best ticket, the best number is number 2, and that's the gender sensitive number. That's the number or party or ticket that have both a man and woman. Clean hands, clean record, clean people. Choose number 2. Vote right, vote George Weah, and that's the